Hey everybody, I'm back with another chit chat talk with Sam. Anyway, I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys for a minute. I think that many individuals are fearful today. A lot of people have lost jobs. A lot of people are fearful of losing jobs, rightfully so. We have this AI on the rise, kind of taking over everybody's job. I be wondering sometimes, okay, so we have the DoorDash, we have well, no, I guess not. I was going to say, can AI take over DoorDash and Uber Eats and things like that? But they haven't graduated yet to the self-driving cars to where they'll go pick up the order. The robots will go pick up the orders and drop off the food. So I think right now we're kind of safe in that area, but everything is always changing and things are moving super duper fast. I mean, we just got into January, y'all, and you might as well call it February. This is what? January 17th. We just said Happy New Year, and we are already in the middle of the month. I don't know where time goes. Time flies. It used to be time flies when you're having fun. Now it's time flies whether you having fun or not. It's just flying. And I know a lot of people are fearful. I'm not here to pump fear at all. I'm here to try and uplift and motivate and inspire you to think differently, because here's the deal. There's something that says, if you don't play, if you don't indulge, then you can't get hurt. So if you keep your mind away from fear, doubt, and worry, and you come over here and you worry about love, joy, happiness, abundance, and prosperity, then you switch and shift your mindset and you're not twirling around over there with all the negative stuff. You draw the line. You got negative over here, you got positive over here. Which side do you prefer to be on? Now, I get it. I understand. Sometimes it's easier said than done. But guess what? Who is in control of you and your mindset? You are. I don't know how many videos you watch, how many different channels you watch. Me, myself, I don't watch mainstream news. I haven't watched it in years. It's just toxic. Every time you look up, I've never heard them say anything good on the news. So I stopped watching the news like years ago because it feeds your soul nothing but negativity. So you want to indulge yourself, immerse yourself into nothing but positive content. Now, granted, I've said this before in another video, you got some content creators out there, they're going to dish up the doom and gloom. It's not necessarily doom and gloom. What it is just the truth. However, somebody else's truth may not necessarily be your truth. Just because somebody else is suffering and drowning in whatever it is that they're suffering and drowning in, you can choose to be above swimming and riding the waves on into success. But that's up to you at the end of the day. What are you sitting around thinking about? That's the other thing. Because you have all of those, what do they call them? Self-limiting beliefs that you can't do it, you're not good enough. Nobody's better than you. You can be successful as well. Now, there are different layers, different levels, true enough. But I'm not going to ever turn myself down or doubt myself and say, I can never be a billionaire. I don't tell myself that. Even if deep down inside I believe it. I'm capable of being anything that I want to be. I just have to put my best foot forward. And sometimes we got to be a little bit delusional. Sometimes we got to detach. We got to let go and we just got to jump in and just do it. Like Nike, just do it. Because too often we holding on to fear. We holding on to the what if. What if it don't work? What if I fail? Well, guess what? All these people that are successful, do you think they did something one time and they were just a hit and they were successful? No. They did things over and over and over because guess what? The lesson is in the failures. The more you fail, the more you're going to perfect whatever craft that is that you are achieving. So, get out there. That's just like when you have little babies, little kids, and they learning to walk. Those little babies, they going to fall on their butts. They're learning to walk. And they're going to get back up. And they're going to try it again. They're going to keep doing until after a while, they're going to be pros at it. They're going to be up and they're going to be walking around better than you. So same thing with life. Same thing when you want to try something. You want to apply yourself to something. You may not get it right the first few times, but you keep at it, and then soon enough, you're going to be walking like that little baby. All good. But if you don't ever give it a shot, you never know. So we have to break out of the cycle of fear. Because other than that, you're not going to ever get anything done. I used to do like this. And it really, truly is a mindset. Let's say if I wanted a new apartment. This is what I used to do back in the day. I wanted a new apartment. I set the intention. Everything begins with a thought. Remember that. I don't know how many, again, videos you watch. But everybody talks about this law of attraction. And, the secret, universal laws, and, all this stuff. So everything starts with a thought, which is true. This camera I'm looking at, somebody thought about it and they made it. This chair I'm sitting in, somebody thought about it, they made it. This ink pen I'm flashing in y'all face all throughout this video, somebody thought about it and they made it. So everything starts with a thought. I gotta throw that out. And so this is what I used to do. And then this also speeds up the momentum, I think. So every time when I wanted to move and get a new place, and I set the intention, I made my mind up. What I would do, I used to get moving boxes. So I'd go around to all of those stores and get some free boxes, Smart and Final, the grocery stores, wherever I could get a box from. And I would start boxing up stuff. And then, when you move, you want new towels, new bathroom stuff, new curtains, dishes, all kind of stuff. Then I would go and go shopping for new stuff for my new house, my new place that I knew I was going to be moving into eventually. But what I was doing was programming my mind, setting the stage, pushing the momentum along, so that way when it did come into fruition, I was good to go. I was already packed up. I had all my new stuff ready to move in, and it went just like that. Set the intention. Hey, okay, it's time to make that move. Oh, I see the perfect apartment I like. Oh, I have got to live here. I'm telling you, this one house in Compton that I liked. Oh, that house was bad. I was like, I gotta live here. I mean, you talking about when they say feel the emotion, when you want something and you setting intentions and, you're doing this whole law of attraction and stuff like that. I didn't know that's what it was back then. I just knew. I was like, I gotta live here. That house was bad. It had a huge backyard, nice area. Now, my credit wasn't all of that. Income was okay. But you got to think, okay, how many other people are going to be applying for this house? I probably don't stand a chance. But I don't care. I felt that in my soul, in my bones. I wanted to live in that house so bad. Oh, I wanted to live in that house so bad. And guess what? Filled out the application, got approved. I couldn't believe my own self. I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. So, but then you want to tap into that all the time. Sometimes you get disconnected from that, and you don't know how to get back to that emotion and that feeling. So, like when you want to like manifest money and other things into your life, they say emotions attached to it is the key to bringing it into your world or into your life. And I believe that to be true. So, back to what I was saying in the beginning, don't let fear get in the way of your success. You gotta set the intention. First of all, you gotta want it. I can't want it more for you. You gotta want it more for yourself. Now, I can be here to elevate you or motivate you and inspire you and give you a push. But what happens when this video goes off and you got all excited listening to all this wonderfulness that I'm spitting out to you, and then you go back to your life, and then you look around and then you get depressed all over again, and then you got to wait for the next video from somebody to put out, or you got to wait for me to pop back up again and motivate you some more. No, you got to turn on your internal motivator. Because listen, ain't nobody coming to save you, sis or bro. Ain't nobody coming to save you. I don't know if you heard that or not, but take a look around. You tell me who has come and helped you and saved you so far. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I ain't wrong. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save me. That's why it's important for me. I gotta make this thing work. It has to work. It's going to work. It's working. I have every faith that it's going to work. And I have every faith in you that you are going to get up and get out of that fearful mode and start working on what it is you need to work on. Do not let depression set in and take over your mind. Sometimes, even if you got to unplug from friends, family, the internet, your phone, sometimes you got to unplug and you got to declutter because we have so much chatter, so much going on in our brains. Sometimes we can't even think straight. So sometimes you just got to disconnect for a day or two. Whoever don't understand that, that's too bad. If you got friends and they catch an attitude because you say, I need to take a minute, I need a day or two for myself, and when I'm done, I'll reach out. If they catch an attitude with you, then they're not your friends in the first place. And you don't need them in your space. You are trying to elevate yourself to the next level. Ain't nobody else gonna elevate you. You know, how supportive are the people around you? How supportive are they being? If you even have any people around you, especially if you solo, you really gotta motivate yourself. And it helps to come and look at videos like this one to get motivated and to see what other people are doing, because it can be a little down. You can get down sometimes. But you keep looking at positive videos. Like I said, engulf yourself, immerse yourself in positive videos. Keep only positive people around you. We don't do negative. Watch the words that come out your mouth. Be mindful of the words you're speaking. Be mindful of the stuff you're looking at. Be mindful of the music that you're listening to, because all of that stuff carries a vibration. And we don't want to be wallowing around in low vibrations. Nothing good is going to come from being in low vibrational situations. Sounds tough sometimes, but we got to make it up in our minds. We have to make up in our minds that we want to elevate. And we get to pick and choose who gets to be in our space. Stop having people around you that are not going to elevate you. Stop having people around you that throw those, what do they call them? They're insults, but they dress them up like a joke. I'm too seasoned to think anything is funny about you throwing darts and then ending the sentence with LOL. No, we don't do that no more. Don't play with me and don't allow people to play in your face with that. That's the low-key jealousy or something along those lines when they throw out those sarcastic little comments and then laugh or and then or LOL. You know, they do the text message and then they put LOL behind it like that's supposed to make it better. No, you was being sarcastic. I could read in between the lines. I wasn't born yesterday. And I'm tired of letting you get away with it. So start calling people out on their nonsense. You too seasoned to be bothered with any of that. You step into your purpose. Sit, talk to yourself, talk to your higher self, talk to the mirror, out, talk to God, but find out what that purpose is. But I just wanted to come here and do this other video real quick because, again, I got a new camera and I'm going to be on the road. I'm so excited. I love my little phone. I have invested in myself. Okay? Like I said in the last video, you got to invest in yourself as well. Now, I know everybody's financial situation is different. I'm not saying run out and go buy a new phone. I kind of had to because my other phone ran out of space. I just was not able to make videos. And it was driving me up the wall. So I immediately took action and was like, okay, I'm going to have to make an executive decision because that's what happens. You are the CEO of your life. You the president. You the head honcho. You the HBIC. If you head boss in charge. It don't have to be a woman. You are the head boss in charge. I mean, y'all had that dirty mind. Y'all thought that B word meant something else, huh? No, I told you, only positive over here. You are the head boss in charge. You are. So you make the executive decisions. How are you going to run your company? How do you run your household? Let's start there. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. Or however that phrase goes. How you do anything is how you do everything, something like that. So how do you run your household? That's how you're going to run your company. So if you're not running your household structured properly, you may need to sit down, get a pen. I don't know if you got children at home, grown children, little children, whatever kind of children, cousins, whoever living with you. We need to have, the family meeting is now called a company meeting. Turn that around to a company. And you the CEO, you the president, and everybody else up underneath you are your employees, and you put their little butts to work. Everybody get an assignment. So anyway, I am going to end this video. I hope it resonates with somebody. I hope it lights a fire up underneath you. You got to get excited about life. Don't let outside forces force you to shut down. Get on the other side. Negative side, positive side. Come on this side of the fence. I promise you it's better. But you got to give it a shot. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.